Hi, my name is Piluso. I'm a producer, songwriter, and mix engineer from Argentina. Today I want to give you a couple of tips to help you to finish your songs and avoid procrastination at any cost. I'm sure that if you're like me, you have dozens or hundreds of projects inside of your folders in your computer that you haven't finished. So this probably will help you to finish them. On my Instagram, I asked my audience what are their biggest frustrations to be able to live as a producer and to make it in this kind of career. And one of the most common things I got as an answer was the lack of time. Not many people are lucky enough to do music production as a living, so normally you might have another job, a 9-to-5 job, and you find it hard, or you're tired, or you don't have enough time to dedicate to those productions that you have in your folder. So maybe if you can spare 1 hour or half an hour each day, you'll be able to complete much more and get things done. So my first tip is to have an objective and something to complete. Each day you sit down in your computer to work. Why is that? Because if you sit down and just open different tracks and different sessions, it's going to be hard to have focus and finish a task. So sit down with one task in mind for each day. That could be to do your drums, that could be to tune a vocal, that could be to finish a guitar solo that you started. So you know what I mean. My second tip is the rule of 5 seconds. The second you imagine and want to do something, just sit down and do it. Because if not, our minds, and I know my mind works this way as well, will start to procrastinate and will start to invent all of the excuses for why we shouldn't be doing that thing. It could be, oh, Louis, don't sit down to do this because you don't have enough time. You have this meeting in an hour and you won't have time to do this. But actually, lots of things take less time than you imagine. My third tip would be to eliminate all kinds of distractions. That could be your cell phone. I have attention deficit disorder, so it's really hard for me to concentrate usually. So I have to go into like a hyper focus mode, and that allows me to go and be very productive each day. I work on lots of mixes and lots of productions each day, so it's very important for me to leave any kind of distractions aside and just focus non-stop. You'll find that if you go into hyper focus, you'll be able to achieve much more because you've been doing things like really fast and following your instinct. So try to do that. It's really good. It's a really good way, and to have insight at what time you're going to finish. So until that time is completed, you don't stand up from your chair. What I recommend for the fourth tip is to open the Notes app while you have your project, your session at the same time open. And whilst you're playing your song, start writing down everything that needs to be done, like all the tasks that need to be completed for the song to be finished. And you can divide those tasks one per day until the song is done. Another thing I recommend always is to grab a microphone and just record a track at the same time your song is playing, and you can say everything that you need to change it on the fly. I usually find that the first time I listen to something is when I have all the ideas and everything I would change, and it's really important to save that moment in time, and maybe you can sing a little melody that will then be re-recorded into like a brass section or a guitar solo. So don't undermine this tip because it can be really useful for you. Number 5, usually the things that we think will take a lot of time actually don't, because we procrastinate them so much, and sometimes they are difficult tasks or they are boring, so we don't want to do them. We want to do everything that's easy and is pleasurable. For instance, I hate tuning vocals, I hate having to quantize drums, I hate having to do the editing for those kind of things. So I sit down to do those tasks and I go into hyper focus and I finish them. I don't leave them halfway through, and normally it takes less time than I imagined. And that song that you had in your folders for years, you can finish it. It doesn't take that long actually. That's the way to fight procrastination. I'm a great procrastinator, so I'm trying to help you with everything I know. My tip number 6 is, like, I'm sure you have hundreds of songs, like I said before, that you might have them in a project that you haven't finished them. Go ahead and open an old song and apply all of these tips and try to get them finished. Normally, I found in my own experience that if I couldn't finish a song 2 years ago, it's because I didn't have the knowledge to do so. But because I kept learning, I can now grab that song and I will know how to finish it, because I learned so many things in the meantime, so that allows me to pick up that song again and know how to finish it. Tip number 7, I will suggest that you open up some kind of account with a distribution service. For instance, I use DistroKid. You can use my affiliate link underneath in the description if you want to sign up and upload your music. But if not, use whatever you want or whatever you have and try to upload a song a month if you can. If you do less, that's fine, at least it's something. Or if you want to do more, go ahead. Try to have a challenge for yourself that you can complete. Remember, try to do the hardest tasks first. Our way to gain more confidence is to complete tasks. That will make us feel more confident in our productions, make us feel more happy and more inclined to do more. So that's it for today. My name is Piluso. Consider subscribing underneath because I'm starting this channel where I'm going to be sharing everything I know about music production and mixing and songwriting. I'm a producer from Argentina and I would really like you to join my channel. It's completely free, it doesn't cost you anything. Leave me a comment or thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.